God, my hair's a mess. Look at this. Brutal. Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing? You suck at programming? Yeah, I do too. I understand. I love you, sexy man. See, that's the kind of comments I like, okay? Let's go. Go, Dave, go. It's like, yeah, what's up? What's up? What's going on? Luscious locks. Yeah, they're a little bit dehydrated. I could probably care for them a little bit more. Dudes, yap. Yo, I yap every day, all right? You just get off work? No. I have been off for the last couple of days. I'll talk about that in a sec. Yo, what's up, Brazil? I'm in your mainframe? Yeah, joke's on you. I don't have a mainframe. I just have too many computers. Oh my god, yo, this chat's going real fast. Let's see. You're so hot. Yo, thank you. I'm a lonely sysadmin. Yo, I'm a sysadmin as well, so I understand. Love the beard. Yo, thank you. Thank you. Terminal.shop. Nope, I've never heard of it. I've gotten some comments about it. I've been meaning to look it up, but I haven't actually. So I don't even know what that is. Like, what actually is terminal.shop? Dude, I do have a PhD in Japanese, dude. I can yap for so long. That's why I like to go live. I yap, and then I cut it up, and it's like an infinite content glitch. So, yeah. Where can you buy the shirt? I will let everyone know when the merch shop is live, okay? I've had a couple issues with it. I'm working on some new stuff. Within the next couple of weeks, merch shop will be live, and you'll be able to get your hand on a whole bunch of You Suck at Programming merch. Oh boy, I gotta stop scrolling this chat or else I lose track. Love the tank top, yo, thank you. Like I said, yeah, bunch of merch will be going up for sale. So this design will be on it, a whole bunch of other designs. I have some new ones in the work. What tools you use to make the ASCII HTML for ysap.sh, my website? That's a good question. Here's the thing, it's super easy. Go to the website, there's a link to the source, right at the top of the website it says source and it links to GitHub. In that GitHub repo, there's a folder, like a directory on GitHub called website. Every tool I use is in there. The whole thing is open source. It's bash scripts generating ASCII, piping it to a tool to turn that ASCII into HTML. So it's all up there, don't worry. UK merch, I'm sure I'll double check. I'll make sure. I want to make sure I want it to be available everywhere, so that'd be the goal. Troubleshoot your NAS. Yeah, good luck. Let's see. You want to make it interpreted languages? Any good resources? I have no idea. For making languages, that's wild because you have to do like some sort of lexer. You have to actually like understand the grammar and the syntax. There's a lot that goes into actually making your own language. I don't have any good resources to point you to. Sorry. Let's see. Well, the site is generated with Bash. Static HTML and static ASCII is generated with Bash, and then I just have a whole bunch of static files that I rsync to a web server that is served over Nginx. You could basically host it on any website that could host static text files. I do a little trickery based on your user agent, so you can curl the website, but yeah, that's kind of how I get away with that. But yeah, I pretty much just use Bash like whenever I can. It's super easy. I don't need anything more complex than that. But yeah, I mean, go take a look. For the website, it's just a big make file that runs a bunch of bash scripts and pipes it to a couple different programs. Yeah, so it's fun. It's a fun website to make. What's your opinion on AI and how it's evolving? Think sysadmin job is under threat? Oh man, I need to make a video. I actually have a couple videos in the works where I talk about AI and how I feel about people using AI coding assistants and just LLMs in general. It's so much to get into, and it's so nuanced. I think it's great, and I think it's terrible. There's my answer, but the real answer lies somewhere in the middle of that. So it's a really, really tricky subject to get into. I would be yapping about that the whole stream if I talked about it. What if I sucked at programming? You probably do. Let's see. Have you automated anything interesting around the house? Oh my god, yeah. Actually, I can show you guys in a second. Oh yeah, you looked at the source, I was all divs. Yeah, just go look at the source that I link in the website and you'll see that there. PowerShell, barely ever used it. I think it's a cool idea, but that's literally all I know about it. Virtual machine or dual boot for Linux? Definitely don't dual boot. If I'm running Linux, it's pretty much in a VM. I barely run Linux on any bare metal. In fact, I don't think I do unless you consider Raspberry Pi to be bare metal. Actually, one second, I'll show you a cool little automation. Nothing too fancy. Let's see, can you see this? Actually, let me do this, check this out. See that light right there? So I got this set up. I wondered if someone would ask. You're not gonna be able to see this. I don't even know why I'm trying. I can curl that light right there. Shelly Garage Light 4, turn equals off. I hit enter with curl, and that light turns off. If I change it to turn equals on instead of off, hey, look, the light turns on. So it's just a Wi-Fi controlled light. I have about probably 60 Wi-Fi controlled devices, like IoT devices. So yeah, it's a lot. Let's take a look. Man of woodworking? Yes. Oh my God, I love woodworking. I have a whole blog. If you search online for like Dave Eddy DIY or something, you'll find a whole blog where I go over like tons of stuff that I built. Ton of desks, things like that. Where have you worked in the industry? Started as a technical operations, like a sysadmin, moved on to software engineering. Now I'm somewhere in between sysadmin and software engineering. So yes. Let's see. Home Assistant? Yes, I do. What's ysap.sh? Go type in your browser. It's a website. Go check it out. Yes, I use Home Assistant. It's pretty much, it's super easy. I can just do automations and scenes with it. I don't do anything too fancy. I use Shelly devices, which are all Wi-Fi controlled IoT things. Trying to think of other integrations I have. Not many, to be honest. You don't know what you guys are talking about, but you woke up. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. You don't need to know what we're talking about. We're just chilling, having a good time today. I don't know how long I'll stream. Probably not too long, but I figured, it's been a while. I'll jump on, say hi. It was pretty cool. Last time I streamed on Instagram, I got some donations. And I just got a paycheck into my account, or I got an email from Meta letting me know $5. What's up? $5 from a live stream, okay? I don't know how you guys do this 9 to 5 thing, all right? Oh, man. I'm envious of your skills. Get learning. No, I appreciate that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm super interested in tech, so I'm just constantly like learning what I can. Aspiring software engineer currently applying. I'm desperate, LMAO. I don't know how useful my advice is going to be. I would love to sit up here and give you some advice, be like, here's what you should do, blah, 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 blah. But I've been in the industry for more than 10 years. So is my advice even relevant? I try to be honest and introspect and be like, could I even give real good advice? I can tell you from other comments I've seen from people that are in your position or maybe even around your age group, keep trying, don't give up. Get used to rejection, no matter how harsh that sounds. It's okay, because all it takes is one acceptance and then you can go from there. So I know it sucks, but keep going is the best advice I can give. But anything beyond that, I mean, I'm one of these guys with their head up in the cloud giving you advice like, maybe cut out the Starbucks in the morning. Like, okay, is that even useful? Like, okay, great advice. Yeah, too much avocado toast. Like, that's just not helpful. Let's see. Oh, someone bought a badge? Yo, what's up? Denominator. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Yo, appreciate it. That's cool. I don't really know how else I can see that. I just showed it in the chat. So hopefully I don't miss anyone. If I miss anyone, yo, feel free to call me out. Be like, yo, I paid money. I want to get a shout out. I'd be like, all right, word. My first ever Hello World. It might have been basic. I think my first ever Hello World was in basic. 2005, 2004. It may have been there, to be honest. Like, that's crazy. Hopefully that was useful. Instructions unclear. I burned on the Starbucks. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you save $5 a day by not going there. You get like 5 million for burning it down. This is not advice. Don't follow what I say. Yo, what's up? What's going on? Oh man, people still hopping in. That's great. You guys want to see something cool? So I was looking at my analytics, and my Instagram has 143,000 followers. That's crazy, because I started it about 5 months ago. So like, I didn't realize there'd be such a hunger for Unix and Bash content. That's amazing. My TikTok has 40,000 followers. So 143 plus 40, we're at 183. My YouTube is just about to hit 10. That brings me to 193. That's insane. That's an insane reach, considering I didn't have Instagram or YouTube 6 months ago. But check this out. So if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, go ahead, because I am 9 away. I am 9 away from 10,000 followers on YouTube. It's just called You Suck at Programming. So if you like watching the stuff on YouTube, I have some exclusive content there. That's it. That's my shill. I'm done. No more shilling. You guys want me to put this in the background or something? Oh, you can't see that at all. That screen will probably go dim. Whatever. Let's see. Have I missed any comments? If I've missed your comments, I apologize. How do you stay up to date with new technologies? Work in the industry. A lot of it on Twitter, to be honest. I don't really use Twitter much. I'm thinking about making a You Suck at Programming Twitter. I don't know if people actually want that or not. Let's see. You're a charismatic bastard who knows his shit. Recoding. What a wild comment, but thank you. That's how I like to view myself. Let's see. You are 8 away now? Oh, no way. Oh. Oh my God. That's it. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Look at that. I just hit 10,000. Oh my God. That's amazing. So that's the benefit of calls to action. Thank you so much for subscribing. That's super cool. I have one exclusive video on YouTube. It's a yap session where I just sit in front of the webcam and talk for like 6 minutes. I talk about Vim. I have other ones coming up where I talk about typing in Dvorak. I talk about why I learned Bash. Stuff I've gone over here, but I actually have in like a very like specific place. So yo, people, thank you. You guys are awesome. Oh my God. I didn't expect that to actually have an effect. That is amazing. Guys, appreciate it. That's super cool. That's awesome. I'll leave it up here so we can keep looking. Wait, I can do this. Actually, hold on. Let me run Caffeinate. Caffeinate-D. This is on my Mac. Cool. So I run Caffeinate-D on my Mac, which will stop it from putting the display to sleep. Caffeinate's a built-in command in your Mac. It's super convenient if you have a MacBook. And then I just zoomed in so we can see I have 10,011 subscribers. That is sick. Yo, you guys are awesome. Yo, appreciate it. Sorry, I'm missing a lot in the chat, but let's see. Right, Bash to increase font size. No, I think I'll just zoom in. Bash is good for some things, but not others. Corn shell or Bash? Why do I opt for Bash instead of more modern solutions? Bash is what I learned. I learned it 15 years ago. And it's just the language that I've learned. Like, there are newer shells. I think they're cool. It might be worth it to take some time to learn them, but I haven't. A ton of people ask me to learn Z shell. So I'm going to look into ZSH next, and then I think new shell after that. So that'll be cool. It'll be kind of cool to see. This person says, what is 10011 in binary? What is that? 19, I think? I don't know. I would just run that through a calculator. I would just run like BC and write it in there and see what happens. What does the command keyword do in Bash? It does a whole bunch of things. You can do command-V to see where a command lives in the file system. You can run the name of the command to run that program or command, and it will skip any sort of aliases. A whole bunch of things. Type in help command to learn more. Oh boy, you guys are blowing it up. Would you get a Bash tattoo? I've thought about it. I have absolutely thought about it. I don't know if I ever would, but I think it'd be kind of cool, or even have like a little terminal or something. Like, it'd be so nerdy, but it'd be really cool. Let's see. Coolest thing you've ever automated in Bash and why? Oh my God, so many things. Probably my DNS block list. I have a script every day that goes and pulls the latest DNS block list from the same group that Pi-hole uses, OISD. So it pulls that new file, compares what I have on the file system with it. If there's differences, it moves it into place atomically, sets the permissions, other order, sets the permissions, then moves into place atomically. And if there was a difference, it will restart my DNS mask service. So that was a fun thing to write. It's all on my GitHub. It's all open source. Let's see. All right, cool. Also, I never answered this question, but people were asking me if I was just getting off of work. No, I'm not just getting off of work. I was off for the last couple of days. I was on vacation. I was camping with a couple of friends. So just got back from that today. So I was gone for about 5-6 days. So I got back, unpacked, and was able to take a much needed shower. Oh my God. But I would highly recommend people get outside and touch grass sometimes. It's super useful. I do it a lot. Someone asked me to show them the computer setup in my garage. I don't have computers out here. I mean, besides like a couple of like Raspberry Pis and smart relays and smart devices, like I don't have computers out here. I come here to get away from computers. Let's see. Do you have keep any certificates? No, I don't bother with it. There was a point probably in 2010 where I could have gone for a CCNA. I think I would have been fine. I know all of that. I'd have to refresh now. But I never bothered with it. I didn't need it in my line of work. Let's see. Pi-hole's amazing. Yo, I agree. Oh boy, I'm super far behind. My bad. Also, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We're here to yap and talk. We talk about computer and codes and Unix systems and awesome computers that were big in the 70s and are still being used today. I think it's super cool. It's a hobby of mine. It also intersects a little bit with what I do for work, a lot of it. But mostly we're just here to chill. Let's see, what was that? Do you use tmux? Yeah, if I need to multiplex a terminal, I use tmux. If I need to connect to a serial console, I use screen. I don't live in tmux. Some people live in it. I don't, but I do keep a couple tmux sessions open. I have one tmux session that has 3 windows open in it, and one is to pull all of my TikTok videos. One will pull all of my YouTube videos, and the other will pull all my Instagram videos. And that way I have an archive of all 3 of my videos. So when I do a reply video on Instagram, I can pull them all and then re-upload them to TikTok and YouTube and double dip that way. Infinite content glitch, guys. It's awesome. Let's see. Thoughts on Solaris. If you know me and you know my content, I deal a lot with the Illumos operating system. Illumos being a fork off of Open Solaris back when it was bought by Oracle, 2010, somewhere around that time period. So yeah, my main server is Illumos. I use Illumos. So like, it's not Solaris, but it's forked off of Solaris. So like it has zones, dtrace, all that good stuff. So yeah, I love it. I think it's great. Oh my God. Let's see. You ever seen Mighty Ducks 2? Nope. Couple of Raspberry Pis. One is out here. So I lied. I only have one in the garage and I have one inside. I had 2 in the garage for one point. One watches my garage door to see if it's open or closed and I can open my garage door remotely. And the other one inside is for like this little magic mirror setup I have where it's like a 2-way mirror, but it has like a smart screen behind it. So very fancy. I can show that off sometimes. Let's see. Do you use VN for install packages directly? I barely touch Python. I'm gonna be totally real with you. Do you use makefiles? Yeah, my whole website is generated using makefiles that exec bash scripts that also exec other programs and then generate static HTML. When will the AI apocalypse be? A couple hours from now. Count your days. Count your hours. Can you explain VN a little bit? I know nothing about it. I'm not a Python guy. I barely have written Python. I know it's a virtual environment. You source a file and it sets some sort of things up so you can create like a whole isolated version of whatever Python packages you need so you can install it to a local directory as opposed to system-wide. You don't need escalated privileges. You can have your own little containerized version of it, but it's not a container in the sense that it's like Docker or some sort of C group or anything. That's my version of it. That's all I know. Don't quote me on that. I am not a Python guy, all right? I don't know much about it, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, let's see. What's your dream role in tech? Content creator. I say that half jokingly, but in reality, like I would like to be a teacher of sorts. I've always thought I could be a teacher and I've always wanted to. And I always thought, oh yeah, maybe later in life I'll do it. And then I sort of just had the realization that I make instructional content online and I upload it and I end up just answering questions. So I think I'm already there. Like if I'm honest, I think I'm already kind of a teacher, just, without the teaching degree and without actually working in a school. Look at this, over 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, 10,013. Thank you guys so much for subscribing on YouTube. That is super cool. It's awesome. Let's see if I can actually, grow that one. Cause that one's been tough to grow. TikTok's 40,000. That's pretty good. Instagram, you guys blow Instagram out of the water. I have over 100,000 followers. That's wild. Tabs or spaces? Tabs. Let's see. Oh my God, there's so many. My bad. You remind me of my CS professor from college? Yo, that's awesome. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm going to take that as a compliment, so that's amazing. Why is JavaScript the way that it is? I know it's a joke question, but I'm going to answer that honestly. JavaScript has endured. Truly, it's so easy to say negative things about JavaScript, like it really is, but it's been around forever and it has evolved for better or for worse. Value judgments aside, it's getting used. It's used on the front end. People write things to write JavaScript. It's used on the back end. Look at like Node.js, look at like Dino or something like that. It is the way that it is because it endures for better or for worse. That's the actual answer. I wish I could disable the joining notifications. I just want the comments. There might be a way on Instagram to do that. I have no idea. Thoughts on TempleOS? Absolutely based. I love it. If you look up TempleOS remixes online, some guy made remixes a while back of some of the music, and he's a pretty cool guy. That's all I can say. Let's see. Definitely tabs. Yeah. Fave Linux distributions. I like Ubuntu because it's ubiquitous and everyone seems to use it and know how to use it, and it's very approachable if you've never used Linux before. If I was going to use my own, like if I'm setting up a server, Void Linux. I really like Void Linux. It doesn't have systemd. It's a very simple init process. We have run it. I just find it super easy to work with. It gets out of my way. It gives me access to the Linux kernel. It gives me a sane userland and a sane service manager, and it backs up and lets me do everything. Amazing. I love that about it so much. Let's see. What was my first software project? Oh, man. I don't know what the first was, but I can tell you what the first big one was. I wrote a media player in Python. It was a GUI called Viridian, Viridian. You can look it up on my GitHub. I haven't touched it in like 15 years. But it was a media player for a server you could run called Ampache. It's like a play on Apache, but with M in it, so it's like an AMP. So Ampache, that project's still around. I mean, it's awesome. I don't currently use it, but I've used it in the past. And yeah, so Viridian was probably my biggest project that I had done early on. It's in Python, and it's probably the worst code you've ever seen. But hey, it ran, and I could listen to music while I was at work. So that was pretty dope. Let's see. Whoops. Latest carpentry build. Oh God, I haven't touched the woodworking stuff in a while, so I wouldn't even know the answer to that question. I'm going to be totally honest. To answer your question, I would go to my blog, click the DIY, and scroll down to the latest post. I'm not even kidding. That's how I would answer your question. I write everything down. It's so much easier if you just write everything down. I have notes for everything, and typically I commit it to my blog. Then it gets indexed by Google, so it makes it really easy to search for. That's why if I need to talk about my code, like it's on Google, it makes it so easy to search for. That's what I try to do. Show us your feet. That's really cool, Michelle. Thanks. Cool comment. Let's see. Dynamic GUI based on man and help pages. How would you build it? I probably wouldn't. Maybe I would output them. I think there's already the bash manual online. I would output them to like HTML and make them available as like a website or something. That's probably what I would do. I did have a cool idea. Where what I would do, and this was an idea from someone in my community. He was like, you should make a video, like a 2-3 minute long video for every single bash built in, every single one. So that way, instead of running, help CD, you could run YSAP CD, and then it would open up my video, and you would get a video of me talking where it would be like, yo, what's up, nerds? Today we're going to learn about CD. Something like that. So every built-in could have a video associated with it. It'd be kind of a fun project. Pretty good content too. Have you used Splunk? Yeah, in the past. I don't know much about it. I'm gonna be totally real. Like I've never written any filters. People have given me filters and showed me dashboards, and they're like, yeah, as you can see here. I'm like, dude, this dashboard makes no sense to me. That's me working with Splunk. Yeah, Annie is correct. No feet pics for free, Michelle. You do have to pay for those. That's on my memberships that I'm gonna start on my Instagram. Yeah. Let's see. You're a Splunk consultant? It's fun? Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, like, it definitely solves a problem for people. It makes it really... I think a lot of companies out there have logs more logs than they know what to do with. So someone can say, hey, I can organize these for you and make them useful. Like that's $1 million business. And like, I think it literally is like, so yeah, that's pretty awesome. Let's see. What's the latest thing you learned about Bash? The latest thing I learned, parameter transformation. That's going to be in a new video. Someone on TikTok mentioned it. I had to look it up. There's a different way of expanding variables using an @ sign, and you can do all sorts of interesting things. I think it was in Bash 5.2 where they added it. I'll have to double check that. Relatively new feature. And when you say new in computer science, it could be years old or even decades. But relatively new, parameter transformation. So I will have videos covering that, which is pretty neato. Let's see. You ever done a hackathon? Only as part of like work, where it's like a work specific thing. So nothing that's actually like open source or meaningful. No, I typically don't do the hackathon style. It's just not my style. I like to sit and think about things. If I did a hackathon, it'd be over the course of like a month. That's my style of programming. I think it'd be like a fun thing to do, and I think I could like work with people. Maybe it'd be fun. I don't know. Never done it. Never done it in a meaningful way, I guess I should say. Awk will change your life. Yeah. Oh my God. I love Awk. I swear by Awk. Oh my God. Let's see. Loving your content, by the way. You're doing magic by passing on knowledge with social media. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to do that. There's so much knowledge out there about Unix systems, and it's in documentation and blogs and text and RFCs, and that's great. I think it's great. I just want to add to it. I just want to add more formats, and I think this video format is useful for that. Excuse me. Let's see what we got here. What's the best way to learn about OSs? If you're in college, take an OS course. If you're not, there's a couple books. I think there's a book called like The Linux Kernel, might be a book for Linux. I know Illumos or Solaris has the Open Solaris, I think it's Solaris Internals is the name of the books. There's a couple different things you can look up there. Let's see. Never figured out Xarg? I love Xargs. Oh my God, Xargs is so useful. How do you feel about an AWS GUI? I don't know. I don't use AWS and I barely use GUIs. In a tech setting, I use GUIs, and like I play video games and I make music. I'm using GUIs for that. Docker or Vagrant? Illumos Zones. Hacker conventions like Black Hat or DEF CON? No. I have a buddy who does a bunch of that security stuff. If he wanted to go together, I would definitely go with him. I think it'd be a ton of fun. But I have like no interest in that, in those topics. I don't hate it or anything. I think it's super cool what they're doing. It's just it's just never interested in me. It's never piqued my interest. I'm never like, oh, I want to learn more. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like that's just my reaction to it. Let's see. Write a bash script that tells me why I suck at programming. No, that's going to be your first assignment, actually. And then you show me the bash script, and instead of me running it, I'll just look at it condescendingly and be like, really? This is why you suck at programming. Does that work? That might be helpful for you. Some people learn under that style. Tell us about brain fog. For the last 2 months, I had been experiencing it. Only finally lifted about like a week ago after having to go to urgent care and the hospital and all that stuff. I won't get into the details of that, but I don't wish it on my worst enemies. I truly don't. It just sucks where you want to do something and like you can't. Your brain's just not giving you the answers you know you're capable of. It's not great. It's not great. Reaper or GarageBand? Logic Pro. So many people ask these weird black or white questions that just aren't even correct. Gotta think outside the box. Come on. WSL, Putty, Sigwin. None of those words mean anything to me. Let's see. Was your name inspired by You Suck at Cooking? No. My name was inspired by You Suck at Photoshop. About 15 years old at this point. It might even be older than that. Old videos on YouTube called You Suck at Photoshop. They're hilarious. I thought they were amazing. That's what inspired this. To make my first ever video where I said You Suck at Programming, I came up with this idea after seeing, what's his name? Is it Rainbolt? The GeoGuessr dude that's mad good. His video started blowing up around the end of 2022. And I decided to kind of copy that format where I put like, my face and what I'm doing, which was the terminal instead of GeoGuessr. And I just wanted to like, just rapid fire information. And I thought it'd be funny to call it You Suck at Programming and talk about bash scripting. Like just really just amp up that engagement. And that video took off. That is why I'm here today. Like, literally, it's all because that video did well. If that video didn't do well, I don't know what I'd be doing. Not this. But no, I'm glad it took off. So that's kind of where that came from. Yeah, Donnie. Yep, exactly. Linux book again. I believe it's just called the Linux kernel. Like, I believe the book is just called the Linux kernel. It might be kernel internals, but that doesn't sound right when I say it out loud. I'd have to double check for you. You remember that Donnie? Yep. You used to watch that. That's so good. It's so funny. It really is funny. Oh my God. Made you not pursue Photoshop. That's so funny. I do wonder if I turn some people away with, okay, hold on. Pause. It's Turkey. The person who called me out to do a kickflip, and I said, yeah, maybe I will. Then I post a video today where I'm grinding on my epic grind shoes, and who do I see? It's Turkey. From the woodworking, within like 10 minutes, comments, yo, do a kickflip. Now, It's Turkey is in my life, telling me to do a kickflip. Listen, I'm going to do a kickflip, and I'm going to record it from you. I promise you that. I don't know when it's going to happen, because I'm going to be honest with you. It's not pretty now, okay? It's been a while, but I'm going to relearn it specifically for you, okay? I can ollie, but we got to get the kickflip. I can get it to flip, but then I just can't land on it. I want to make a cool video where it actually comes out looking dope. So I will work on it for you. Do not be sorry. I think it's awesome. I think you should hold me accountable to doing this kickflip. If I say I can do it, you better make sure that I can do it, okay? When I say I can do something, I say it with my chest. So you hold me accountable. I think that's good. Don't apologize. Absolutely do not apologize. Own what you say. I think it's awesome that you did that. So yeah. My best friend is here. Can you give him a shout out for his birthday? His name is Nice Try. Get the fuck out of here. Let's see. How about a backflip? No, I don't think I'll be doing a backflip. That's just not me. Yeah, that's just not me. What do you do for fun besides tech? I'm a musician. I play piano, guitar, stuff like that. Really like to play video games. Lately I've been playing a lot of StarCraft 2. Played some Fortnite. Play a lot of Mario, like Mario Maker 2. Played way too much Mario Maker 2. Super Mario 64. Love that game. Can you do a split? Absolutely not. I cannot do that. That would never work. Hey, what's up? Oh, Luca girl. Yo, what's up? Also, thank you for buying a badge. How nice. Oh my God. People are actually spending real money. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's nice seeing you. Can you exit Vim? Nice try. That's not possible. No one can. Good try though. But yeah, no one can actually exit Vim. It doesn't work. They made a StarCraft 2? I got news for you. They made a StarCraft 2 in 2010. It's 14 years old. SNES or N64? N64, but I love the Super Nintendo, but N64 just because of I don't know, the nostalgia. But they're both incredible consoles. I mean, come on. I don't even know how I would compare the two. They're really good. They're both amazing for their time. Yeah. Oh yeah, I totally forgot I had this up. Thank you everyone for subscribing to the YouTube channel. That's unreal. I had 9,990 and I thought maybe one or two would join, and the next thing you know, we blew right past 10,000 subscribers. So yeah, like I said, I have a YouTube, so you suck at programming. I'm done asking people to subscribe, but I appreciate it. If you want more long content where I'm actually just sitting in front of a camera and yapping, kind of like I'm doing now, but with a more directed sense, I guess you could say. Can you run rm-r/ on your terminal for me since I bought a fan badge? See, that's tough because you actually did buy a fan badge. What I kind of want to do is spin up a VM and actually show what happens when you run that, because it'd be really fun. For anyone who doesn't know what that command is, don't run it. Let the professionals run it. But, oh man, I think now that you're saying that, I actually think that'd be legitimately fun to do. Make a VM and actually do that and show what happens, because it's actually kind of undefined what will happen. It'll break, but it'll break in fun ways. Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask? Both, but Majora's Mask is my favorite of all time. Hands down. Love Majora's Mask. It's amazing. Thanks for life. Here's another 10K. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. Hold on. Oh my God. I need water. Oh, I've just been yapping. I've been clip farming. That's a term I just learned recently. What's the coolest thing you can do with a computer? What is the coolest thing you can do with a computer? Probably go to pizzahut.com and buy a pizza and they bring it to your house. I think that's pretty sweet, honestly. We truly peaked with that. Best back-end language? I mean, these are just questions that are going to make enemies, but I mean, like, right now, I don't know what kind of back-end we're talking about, but, like, I'm really enjoying Rust, like, a ton. And if it's not Rust, it's going to be C for me, but Rust. I love Rust. Oh, cool. Everything just scrolled. Now I missed everything. Oh, thank you for leaving out the dash F. You're not a murderer. Leaving out the dash F of that RM command just moves it up, so this is just manslaughter now. No longer murder, so we can avoid that criminal charge. Thank God. You have a CS degree, or are you self-taught learner? I'm a self-taught learner, but I have a degree. Like, don't let me fool you. I have a degree. I went to school, learned a lot of this stuff. School was super useful. You can learn a lot of its stuff. You can learn a lot of stuff like without school. So like you can self-teach, or you could learn a lot. Stumbling through this sentence. But no, I have a degree. Don't ever let me fool you. C programming language. Love it. It's amazing. Let's see. Why Rust? Oh my God. Rust is just awesome. I could do a whole video on why Rust, but I mean, there's just so many cool things. I really like how it feels like a scripting language, but it runs as fast as a compiled language, and the compiler is really good. Cargo format, cargo clippy, enforcing style, built-in tests. Like, it's just so cool. The packages, I think, are really good. Yeah. The Tempest stuff. The coolest things about computers, the Tempest stuff, Turkey. Yeah. The Tempest hacking stuff. That's like looking at the signals coming off of a monitor and being able to like reconstruct what the picture was on it, or like reading the RF signal and like figuring out what a keyboard was. Yeah, no, Tempest hacking is wild stuff. That is a rabbit hole. Have fun with that. Do you know Go? No, I don't. My buddy Foxhound on here, he runs the You Suck at Cloud page. He's done a couple of videos I saw where he talked about Go. I don't know Go. All I know is Go is littered with the if error not equal nil syntax. That's what I know. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, C's been around forever. Again, like, it endures. Rust is new, so it can drop some of the baggage. You should start a religion. No, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, C is definitely going to require some more low-level specifics, because you're kind of like, you're going to be dealing with like syscalls and stuff like that. I think Rust can better abstract this stuff. Not that C wouldn't be able to, but Rust is built today. It has the benefit of hindsight. So it's almost like unfair to compare the two in a way. Yep. Do you prefer Parallels or VM? I don't know what any of that is. I just run my virtual machines through Beehive, which is the technology from FreeBSD for hardware virtualization. So if I'm running a virtual machine, it's going to be on a server. C++ for backend? I don't know. I mean, use whatever makes sense. I don't really know C++ that well. I'm going to be honest. I used it like once in my life. I don't really care for it. I'm just going to be for real. So I don't even know it that well. Love personality. Gonna head out. Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, and thank you everyone for the 10K on YouTube. That's pretty sick. That's awesome. How do you know when to do things manually versus framework on a specific project? It's a tough question. I don't know if there's a hard and fast rule. It's kind of just like a vibe. You kind of realize, like, I don't know how to say this, but like something goes off in your head where you're like, I'm reinventing the wheel. And that's when you have to step back. I think the more experience you have, the quicker you can detect that happening. So if you're like relatively new, you're like a junior level or an intern, I would say check in with people who have just done this for a while. Because if someone's done this for 10, 20 years, they've seen a bunch of wheels get invented. So they can be like, yeah, hold on, there's something else that can do this. So again, it's kind of like a feel vibes thing. You just, I don't know, you get better at it the more you go along. When are you writing a book? I don't know. Do people want me to write a book? Is there even demand for that? I think I would make a bash course before I made a book. But a book could be cool. I don't know. Do you have any pets? Nope, I don't have any pets. If I did have a pet, it would be a cat, but I am severely allergic to them, but I'm definitely a cat guy. Love cats. They're super cute. They're wonderful. Do you believe in the value of certs? I don't, but I don't know how useful my opinion is going to be, especially if you're starting in the industry. Because once you're in the industry and you have experience, you kind of just go based on that experience. For people starting out, I do not know how valuable certs are. I don't consider them that valuable. If I'm interviewing someone, I'm not looking at them. I don't really care. I'll talk about them if they want to talk about it, but it's not like a deal breaker at all. It's just like, okay, it's just another form of experience in my mind. So I don't put any value in them, but I am telling you, I don't know how much value you should put in my opinion on this, just straight up. Let's see. Little Bash Bible handbook would be awesome. Yeah, I think so. Actually, that could be cool. So maybe I should probably look into that or something. You taught me how to write Bash scripts. It's been incredible. Yo, awesome. Appreciate that. That's super cool. Do you believe you know anything that has to do with Bash? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know what your question means. I definitely do know Bash. I don't know what you're asking. How do you encrypt or mask passwords that are getting logged in plain text to a log file? I don't mask things after they've been logged to a plain text file. After they've been logged to a plain text file, you're done. Like, don't log them to a plain text file. I know it's kind of a lame answer, but like, if you're on a system with encrypted data, or sorry, not encrypted data, sensitive data that's in a plain text file, like, that's sensitive data in a plain text file. You have to either go back in time and not do it, or just not do it going forward. So, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't go through and just try and clean things up. Maybe you could do it as like a once-off thing, but like, no, you gotta deal with the root issue. Let's see. Ever written in Ruby? Yeah, I've written stuff in Ruby. I don't mind it. It's not terrible. It's not my favorite. Definitely, I first dealt with Ruby 10 years ago, dealing with Chef and Puppet and stuff like that. So, yeah. Ever used the predecessor of the Bourne shell? Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, I've written POSIX, SH scripts, the Bourne shell. Yeah, I'm absolutely totally familiar with it. So, yep. Is it socially acceptable to deploy on a Friday afternoon? Socially, probably not. Is it courageous and morally virtuous to push untested code to production on a Friday? Absolutely. And then you just dip out. You go on PTO for the next week. That is the correct, right thing to do. Oh, yo, what's up? Chrissy bought a badge? Heck yeah, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's super cool. I don't know what any of the badges mean, but I appreciate it. That's super neato. Oh, man. All right, well. Getting a little exhausted. I'll probably call it soon. Maybe in the next 5 minutes or so. Just give you guys a little bit of warning. But it's nice to come on Instagram and just kind of hang out and vibe, chill in the garage. And it's nice because I have not been feeling good for the past long while. So now that I have actually energy, especially late at night, this is awesome. I'm so glad to get back to this. I like getting on Instagram and making content and stuff like that. That's actually super fun. Yeah. Yo, hello. What's up? What's going on? What's up, everyone? Cool. 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We did it, and we did it super fast. Let's see. What do you actually do? I don't really talk about my job specifically, but I can go into very generic stuff. I was technical operations at first, and then I transitioned to software engineering proper. Now I'm back on basically tech ops, dealing with some software engineering. So it's basically a sysadmin, and I'm dealing with the infrastructure and hardware automation stuff. All that nonsense aside, server gets racked in a data center. I'm the guy who comes in there and makes sure that the networking's working, the disks are validated, that we have all the inventory on it we expect it to be. We expect it to be the right machine in the right unit, in the correct RU in the rack. That's my job, and writing the software to help orchestrate all of that and make sure it all works. So that's pretty much my job. Best social media platforms you enjoy? Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. 100%. They're great. They can be annoying, but they're great. Why can't I scroll? That's nice. Hashtag ad, hashtag plug. 100%. Absolutely 100%. That's how I feel talking about it. Feels like I take a break from the content talking about it. It feels so weird. Yeah, let's see. Would you ever shave your head and beard and go monk style? No, I don't think so. But when it does come time to cut my hair, I'll probably just cut it short. That's what I did last time. I just buzzed it all right off. So that might happen sometime in the future. Who knows? Do you have a mnemonic or trick on how to redirect standard out? I always have to look up 2 greater than ampersand 1. No. I just remember what each one does individually, so I can say out loud what I want to do. I want to redirect standard error to standard out. Standard error is 2. I want to redirect it to right somewhere else, so I use the greater than. And I want to redirect it to standard out, which is 1. In order to reference 1, I need to put an ampersand in front of it, so I can rebuild the command by knowing what it does. That's how I remember it. I don't remember the syntax. I remember what I want to happen, and then I can come up with the syntax from that. Did you study networks in uni? Yes, sysadmin stuff and networking stuff. So like when I was in college, I could have gone for a CCNA. I mean, that's how much networking stuff we had to learn. Really deep into VLANs, wireless protocols, routing protocols, all sorts of stuff like that. Let's see. Trend of people exiting the cloud serverlessly. I don't know. There's always going to be trends. Before cloud and serverless, there was big data as a trend. I'm not saying it doesn't exist now, but I mean, trends come and go. Some people might go all into cloud and then they'll back out of it. Look at everyone going into all into calling everything AI when it's like not even AI. They're talking about some people mean like a programmatic algorithm, but they call it AI because that gets you money. So there'll be an inevitable pull out of AI soon in like a couple of years. Trends. I don't know. They're all just trends. The ad plug was because I asked where we could purchase. Oh, okay. I see. Like I said, so the Dave Eddy merch, the merch store is down right now. I have to work out some problems with it, but I'm working on new stuff. So I'm hoping to have the new shop open in like a week or 2. Realistically, just give me a month. But yeah, so I had problems with the old merch store. Sadly, I really like them, but these designs will be available on a shirt. So don't worry about that. How did you learn to play guitar? I was a teenager with too much time. That's how I learned. Let's see. Cool. Is AI a bunch of nested if statements? I don't think that's how that works. I mean, AI is absolutely a buzzword and a catch-all. Typically points to machine learning algorithms. But those, I mean, they're definitely a little bit more complex than like a bunch of if statements. Add sprinkles. Bring back the Dave Eddy hand sanitizers. Okay, listen. I got to really revamp this store apparently because people are bringing out some deep cuts. So that's good to know. Let's see. Do you have any resources for beginner projects to learn Bash? I don't. I should probably figure that out, but as of right now, I just don't. I would love to have more beginner-friendly resources. I probably got to start making like beginner one-on-one videos, but yep. So we'll get to it. Everything is technically a bunch of if statements if you think about it. I don't know if that's true. Although in that sentence I said if, so. Does AI suck at programming? Well, I have one video where I critique an AI-generated code, and I'm probably going to do more in the future. And my take on it is yes, because it doesn't have like an actual understanding of it. It's just, but it's incredibly good at spitting out boilerplate. Like, absolutely, it's great at spitting out boilerplate. And that's my unnuanced take. My nuanced take is there's way more I feel about AI and LLMs and stuff, but that could fill an hour-long video of me just ranting. So, yep. What's your next YouTube goal or plan? I don't really have any plans. Honestly, my goal and my plan is just to keep doing what I'm doing. I have the You Suck at Programming series. I'll keep uploading versions or episodes of those. I think I uploaded episode like 28 or 29. So yeah, I plan on doing that. I plan on doing just general yap sessions. I plan on doing just random videos as I think about them. Like I don't really have a plan. My plan so far is just to keep making videos because I'm having fun with it. That's honestly truly it. If I could start making money off this, hey, great. I might be able to start running ads on YouTube. So we'll see what kind of money that pulls in. If I've learned anything from having a monetized YouTube in the past, I'm going to make about like $10 a month. So probably quit my job. Yep. I have a Linux class next year, but I want to get a head start before then. If you have any sort of machine you can install Linux on, like if you have a laptop or something and you can either dual boot or just install it and learn it, that's one of the best ways I think to get familiar with it, because then when you have a problem, you have to troubleshoot it yourself. You got to Google it. You got to look up what to do. You might have to look up some commands and pop over in the terminal. That's a great way to learn. I don't know of any formal resources, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if I can think of anything formal there. You should also give hot takes on X for war engagement. Yeah, no. I think that's the reason I don't feel like being on Twitter. I don't have any desire to do hot takes or any of that stuff. That's just, yep, no thank you. Nah, not my thing. But yeah, all right, well, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm going to head out probably in the next minute or so. So if anyone has any final questions or anything, let me know. But I think I'll call it here. This is a fun stream. 10,018. That's amazing. Thank you everyone for subscribing. Let's turn my laptop off. Nice. How can I set up a home lab which is capable of provisioning some VM for sandboxing? I mean, there's a ton of guides online. I don't know what most people use. I would just run Illumos on it, so I'd probably look for like OmniOS is the operating system I would use. I don't know if I'd recommend that to people who are just learning. I don't know if you're just learning. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best person to ask for that, to be honest. So, if you could have a cat, what would you name them? Oh my God, such a tough question. Let's see. Probably, you know what? I would go with Metroid. Probably Samus if it's a girl. And also Samus if it's a boy. Back to troubleshooting the NAS, or the NAS, I don't know, network attached storage. Good luck. Plan a video with a beginner's project. I should do that. Like, legitimately, I should do that. I think beginner's content could be super useful. Are you fixing something in the attic? Nope. It's just exposed ceilings. I should get to it eventually because, you know, I've gotten some comments saying the exposed Romex makes them uncomfortable. You know, hey, I get that. Please post a story before the stream so we know. I should do that. This was kind of just ad hoc, but yeah, I should definitely do that. I now know SH is a TLD. When I learned that SH was a TLD, I had to buy my website. Absolutely, like guaranteed. Like, that's just too good. I mean, come on. If I had another cat, I would name them Cat in honor of the Bash Command Cat. Yeah, I can respect that. That's perfect. We should name a cat because Bash would. Recommend Ubuntu or anything? If you're starting, I would probably say start with Ubuntu. It seems like the most beginner friendly. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like it is. Thanks for the knowledge drop. Yo, you got it. I should record in front of my saw next time. I could. I got the miter saw right over there with a sign that says emergency vehicles only. So that would make people really uncomfortable. So yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I'm going to call it here. Oh man. All right. Take care everyone. Have a good night.